Well, I picked a heck of a week to start a YouTube channel. Where to begin? I mean, we all shit on the mile and a halves pretty hard for good reason, especially this year. They've all been kind of garbage. But today, rather yesterday, because I'm doing this at 5 o'clock in the morning, really, I just went back and watched the last 10 laps, and that was by far the best finish of the season. I mean, I threw out Daytona with Dylan wrecking Almirola, because I think that was a garbage move anyway. This was the best race of the year, and the fact that it happened to be Dale Jr.'s first race in the booth, hopefully people will start paying attention again. I mean, NASCAR's kind of been a meme the last couple of years, but races like this one remind me why it's so fun to watch. So that was cool. Watching Larson and Busch duel in the last 13 or so laps. The lap traffic getting in the way. I have no problem with Newman. I have no problem with Kurt Busch and Ricky Stenhouse racing side by side. They're still racing over position and points and all that stuff. The only thing that entire exchange I had any sort of an issue with was going into 3, for whatever reason. I mean, even Kyle tried to downplay it, but I think it was a bullshit move that Stenhouse was even in a position to turn down into the right rear quarter panel of the leader heading into turn 3. You're going a lap down. You got to give more room than that. That was kind of just ridiculous to me. But the finish aside, because that was amazing, I think for a mile and a half racetrack, the solution has to be, and the only solution really so far, according to this day, was it has to be hotter than the surface of the sun, and it has to be a racetrack surface that's old enough where once you do start sliding around, there's multiple grooves because none of them have grip. So you can run on the bottom if you're like a Kevin Harvick and you've got great throttle control, or you can kind of hold it wide open around the top and sideways like Larson likes to do, and you could run anywhere in the middle and make time. Like you saw different guys running different lanes all day and being fast, and that's what makes a great race, and we definitely got that out of Chicago yesterday. So, I mean, you can't control the weather, but you can control the tire degradation and the track surface, and I think those are two elements that need to be worked on to get more of this type of racing. Like, forget restrictor plates at every racetrack. That's fucking dumb. Figure out how to make the surfaces more abrasive and less grippy, and make the tires wear out over the course of a fuel run, because that last run to the end, that was a 55-lap fuel run, essentially. I mean, they could go like 60, 65 laps. That was almost a full fuel run. And you saw Kevin challenge Kyle for the lead, and then ultimately he sort of lost the grip and fell backwards. And then Larson came charging toward the front and gave us an epic finish across an entire fuel run. Like, we don't need a caution with 10 to go to make things interesting. What you need is a racetrack that's conducive to multiple grooves and a tire that produces comers and goers throughout a run, because some cars are better when the grip is high and some cars are better when the grip is low. And we had that, and it was amazing. I mean, all day, not just the ending, all day the racing was great up front. You never knew who was going to win. It was going to be Boyer, and then he had his penalties, and then it was going to be Almirola, and then he had a couple loose wheels. Then it was going to be Harvick or Larson. Truex was in the mix, leading laps. I mean, it really could have been any one of those guys. And I mean, Kurt Busch was close to the front all day. Kyle was in 10th to 12th until the last couple of pit stops, where his pit crew gained him like 8 positions, 2 stops in a row, and really put him in, I think he was in 5th for the second to last restart, and then he was in 2nd for the final pit stop where they gained him the lead in front of Kevin Harvick, and he just ran away from there. So it was one of those races where, like, if you got closer to the front, you'd be good. It was still, the arrow still mattered, clearly, but the fact that you could run somebody down and find a way around him and find a way to pass him made the whole race interesting, and nobody just ran away with it, and I think that's what we all want. And so if you're planning on repaving your racetrack, and anytime soon, I don't even know who's left, but Atlanta, don't fuck it up. try to do something. You got to do something. You can't go to this high grip polymer shit, especially the one they have in Charlotte. It's bad. It's just not good at all. Even when it's hot, it's not good there. Chicago starting to wear out now after their repave, and it produced a great race. So overall, I think that was a lot of fun. I think most people would agree that was a lot of fun. And yeah, this has been the Monday Morning Drive. See you later in the week.